All right, Shalom. First, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rachak Kodash, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. All right, this video is going to be real quick, all right, centered around, as you can see in the title, all right, F what ifs, okay, because, you know, just getting straight to it, man, in this knowledge, all right, in this truth, all right, once you come into this truth, you learn the basics and you're growing, man. You gotta really have the mindset of, yo, to hell with what ifs, man. Okay, because what ifs are doubt. That's what brings about doubt, and doubt is the killer of faith. Okay, now the faith is the generator, the power source of this whole thing. All right, which, like the scriptures say, it's a gift from Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, so you have to put away those thoughts of what ifs, man, because what ifs lead to you being scared of something that will never happen. It is only in your mind a possibility because you're making it a possibility. All right. Here it is. You're saying, well, what if this happens? Has it happened? No. Is it going to happen? Possibly not. But because you've put it in your mind that what if it happens, your actions are limited over something that might not even ever happen. Okay. And the Lord is not dealing with that, man. All right. You have to follow him all the way, man. Okay. Because those little what if thoughts, man, all right, they really limit you from growing. You might want to do something, you might want to set goals for yourself, but now you're telling yourself, well, what if I'm not able to do this, or what if this happens? To hell with all that, man. All right, the scriptures talk about your daily bread, man. You got to focus on today. Okay, you set your goals, and then you force yourself to meet them, man. Don't worry about what ifs. All right, what ifs don't exist if you're willing to force yourself to accomplish those goals. All right. And that's an important thing, man. Brothers have to set goals for yourself in this truth. You have to set goals for yourself so you have a purpose. You have something to push for that it's beneficial to the body and edifying to the elect. Okay. All right. My goal is to read maybe 5 chapters a day. Okay. Or my goal is to read this book or whatever it may be. Hey, it doesn't even that book could be even his history or whatever it may be that can bring information and edification. Cool. My goal is to read that book within in under 2 weeks or whatever it is. All right. My goal is to study for an hour a day at least. And then and don't because then the what ifs will come in. Oh, whoa, that's a spirit. Look at that. Day by day. Okay. Yeah, you gotta take it day by day. Okay. So the doubt demon will come in and tell you, well, what if you're not able to get that 1 hour? What if you got work and school and all this extra stuff? Nah, there's 24 hours in a day, man. Okay. So hey, if you gotta sacrifice 1 hour of sleep to do that, then so be it. You're gonna have some point in the day to sleep. Okay. So enough with the what ifs, man. Just you gotta go and do it. This is Luke 9 and 62. And Yahweh Shai, because Jesus is not his name, said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plow, all right, which is this work, doing this work, pushing this word, going out there on the highways and byways, doing your sit down, studying, pushing this word, edifying, all right, that's putting your hands to the plow, all right, meaning you're doing work. So it says, no man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of the Most High. Now, that's the what ifs are the looking back, man. All right. Because here it is, instead of focusing forward, all right, and plowing and continuing and setting goals to meet it, you out here like, well, wait, well, hold up. What if this happens? Well, what? That's you looking back, man. You're slacking. You're not going full forward, man. You're not going full speed ahead. All right. You're looking to your left. You're looking to your right. All right. You're looking at what somebody else is doing and all this extra stuff, man. No, you have to focus on you. All right. Hey, in this truth, man, sometimes you have to focus on you, not in a selfish way, but in a way of bettering yourself in the spirit, man. Assess yourself daily and watch, okay, what are my weak links? All right. What do I need to work on to be a well-rounded, balanced servant for Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai? Do I need to work on people skills, learning how to talk to people, learning how to answer and ask and answer questions? Do I need to work on studying, knowing how to pull precepts? Do I need to work on knowing the breakdowns? Do I need to work on knowing history to tie it in? Okay? What do I need to work on? And then start working towards that. Do I need to work on controlling my spirit when I'm out when I'm dealing with people? Maybe I get a little excited, when I might get angry or might get this. Do I need to work on being more calm? Do I need to work on being more forceful? You know? Do I need to work on putting my foot out there more? You have to really look at all these different things because like Paul said, you got to be all things to all men. And in order to do that, you have to be all things yourself. So when dealing with certain people, you can deal with them in whatever way you have to. Okay? It's called being well-rounded. You have to set goals for yourself. But how are you going to set goals if you don't even know yourself? You have to analyze yourself in this truth, man. It's not just because if you're just sitting there thinking, I'm just going to come to camp every week, all right, and I'm just going to be, throughout the week just doing whatever and then come to camp again, you're stagnant. You're not growing, okay? And if you're not growing, then that means what? The fire, the drive, the passion, the joy you had for coming to camp every week, it starts to get put out. And now you're just doing it as a routine. Yep, I'm just going out there. Yep, I'm just doing this. Yep, I'm here again. Yep. That's not helping you because at that point Satan could come in and hit you with just the slightest thing and you'll be knocked off. All right? Because your foundation isn't going to be strong, isn't going to be rooted. Your roots are going to be dying. All right? This is 2 Timothy chapter 4 verse 7. All right, and this is Paul. This is what Paul said. He said, I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith. All right, well, I'll start at verse 6. For I am now ready to be offered, and the time of my departure is at hand. What did he mean by that? Because Paul was going to be beheaded, or he was going to be put to death. Okay, so he knew it was his time to go because he had done the work. All right. And that's why he said, I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith. All right. Not the doubt. Okay. But the faith. He finished his course. Now, do you think Paul would have been able to finish his course had he been worrying about what ifs? Oh, what if I go there and then they don't accept me? I mean, I was persecuting the church after all, you know? Oh, Lord, what if this? What if that? What if I go back to Jerusalem and this happens? If you look at the works Paul did, all right, his ministry, you think he would have been able to do that? First and foremost, it was the spirit and power of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. But do you think he would have been able to do that had he been worrying about what is? Damn, I know I gotta focus on this word, but what if I meet a shorty that's mad bad? I know, man, Judea, man, they be having them bad Judites, man, you know, or all up in Greece, man, them fine eating my chicks, man. What if I get? That wasn't his mindset. All right. Because once again, what ifs are a distraction, and distractions are demons. Okay, that's what they do. They jump on you to feel a certain way that'll pull you away from this word. But you have to have a strong foundation, man, and that's why it's good to set goals, set milestones. That as you reach them, you set another one. You reach that, you set like the saying goes. Roughly paraphrasing, the fun part is the journey. All right. So it says, because once you reach the destination, you reach the destination. You know, the fun part is really making the progression to get there. Oh yes, it's lit. I finally got here. Now I'm almost there. I just got to do this, that. That's all part of it. This is 2 Timothy 3 and 14. But continue thou in the things which thou hast learned, and has been assured of, knowing whom thou hast learned them. Okay? So this word, this truth, this doctrine that we've been taught through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai from the elders and apostles of Great Millstone on down, guess what? You got to continue in that. Okay? Because when you start having doubt, now I'm not saying be simple-minded and just believe every word. Obviously, you have to study and make sure that whatever you're learning is on point and it's in the scriptures. But knowing that, you have to continue in that. Okay? And be assured. Can't be out here having, oh, but wait, what about, how do I know? Listen, man. And that's the same thing. If the Lord tells you to do something, you have to trust in the Spirit and go ahead and do it, man. Because Satan you get in your head quick. Oh, nah, that's just, nah. That's not the Spirit, man. That's just you. Yeah, now you really think the Lord gonna ask you to do something like that? Come on, man. That's Satan, man. You you can't let Satan into your head, man. All right, you can't let him hinder your goals. So hey, sometimes when it comes down to it, you have to force yourself to complete those goals. All right, you have to put your body. All right, my brother and I were discussing this, from a book he was reading. He said, "What you have to put your body under subjection so that it doesn't become disobedient to the spirit, because it is the spirit that quickeneth." So now, I'm gonna get this real quick. I believe it was in here, 8th chapter. Just lock it. Just give me 1 minute. All right. So this is Second Corinthians chapter 11, verse 22. All right. So it says, now this is Paul speaking. It says, "Are they Hebrews? So am I. Are they Israelites? So am I. Are they the seed of Abraham? So am I." All right. And even in this, man, that's a big cut to a lot of these people, man. These people out here, you tell them, yo, you an Israelite. No, I'm not even no Israelite. I don't want to hear that. But they're gonna go sit in church and talk about, oh, Paul, Paul, yeah, I do what Paul did. Paul said he was an Israelite. He was a Hebrew. He was of the seed of Abraham. So where are these Edomites coming from talking about, oh, Paul was an Edomite and all this extra stuff, man? But that's another lesson for another time. So it says, "Are they ministers of Hamashiach? I speak as a fool. I am more. In labors more abundant, in stripes above measure, in prisons more frequent, in deaths often." Because Paul got stoned, if I'm not mistaken, twice. All right. So he got put to death, and the Lord said, "Nah, your work ain't done. Get back down there and continue, man." So now you looking at the things this man went through, and you thinking you think he would have been able to do that, thinking about what ifs, man? He didn't have time to think about what ifs. So it says, "Of the Jews, 5 times received I 40 stripes, save one." So he was beaten. Thrice was I beaten with rods. Rods ain't easy, man. For what? For pushing his word, man. Thrice. So that means he went through it 3 times. So you think after the first time, if he was like, damn, what if I get my ass beat again? Yo, damn, Sean, that shit hurt, man. Damn, them rods are kind of thick. You think if he had that mindset, he would have been able to go through this? Hey, Paul had the mindset that nothing was going to stop him from pushing his word, man. And really, that's the spirit of the Lord that was put upon him. All right, because it is the spirit of the Lord that makes us do these things, man. No mortal man with their own will is gonna be able to go through stuff like this, man. To go through the things we go through, to go through the things the prophets went through, and definitely not go through what Yahushua went through. The scriptures say he was the only one who could do that. It says, "Once was I stoned." Once was I stoned, man. So now you're hearing all these things, all right, and you're thinking, damn, you know what I'm saying? If you're weak, you're like, damn, man, the prophets really went through that? Do I really want to be a prophet? Because there's a possibility I could go through that. That's doubt and demons, man. Don't worry about that. It says, "Thrice I suffered shipwreck. A night and a day I have been in the deep. In journeyings often, in perils of waters, in perils of robbers, in perils of mine own countrymen, in perils by the heathen, in perils in the city, in perils in the wilderness, in perils in the sea, in perils amongst false brethren." Yo, now you reading all this, you're like, damn. My gosh, like, look at all this, man. And what about you? Oh, your car broke down? Or you got an Edomite that's telling you what to do? Hey, man, you lucky the Lord ain't having you doing the kind of things that Paul was doing, man. Because man, oh man, it takes a hell of a spirit to do that, man. All right, but that's the point, man. You have to have it set in your mind that, you know what, regardless of what happens, I'm doing the will of the Lord. My life, the reason I was created, my purpose is to serve the Lord. The scriptures say the whole duty of man is to fear the Lord and keep his commandments. All right, roughly paraphrasing. All right, to serve the Lord, man. So it says in weariness and painfulness. And you know nobody likes pain. But if you have to go through pain for the Lord's sake, hey, you do it. All right, you do it, no questions asked. You think when the Lord told Abraham to sacrifice Isaac, that wasn't painful in his mind? But did he hesitate? No, he did it because he put his emotions aside. Just like Yahushua. He said, nevertheless, let thy will be done. All right, not my will, you let your will be done. And Yahushua, he girded up his loins like a man because the Lord demanded it. And he went through what he went through, man. He finished his course. And that's why when he was on the cross, he said, it is finished. All right? In watchings often, in hunger and thirst, in fastings often, in cold and nakedness. Oh, man. Hey, man, you brothers really gotta understand what this thing is about, man. This is not an easy task, man. All right, this is not an easy task. If you think this is just about just going out there and just yelling at people and, you know, putting on garments and doing whatever's and you throwing it out there, you know, oh, I'm an Israelite. Yo, man, you got another thing coming, man. All right, you have another thing coming. Because best believe Jacob's trouble is coming. We're still gonna be here. All right. And we don't know what kind of test the Lord is going to put us through, man. But you have to have it in your mind that regardless of what it is, you're going to be ready to go through it. Because guess what? It said it's going to be a time like never before. So all these things we're reading about, man, they happened before. Now imagine things that haven't happened before. It says, besides those things that are without, that which cometh upon me daily, the care of all the churches. So on top of all these different things, daily he had to make sure all the churches were good. Imagine that stress, man. Imagine that. It's as though it's all on your shoulders, man. You going through all this, you know, and you still have to make sure that people aren't doing. That's why Paul sent people like Timothy and all them to go make sure everything was good, because, yo, you can only do but so much. All right? But guess what? At the end of the day, Paul wasn't thinking of what ifs. All right? He was doing what he had to do, and he was getting business done. All right? Just like the prophets of old, man. Just like Yahushua, just like King David, just like all the prophets you read about, man. Okay? The righteous prophets. So guess what? If we claim to be prophets of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, ain't no such thing as what ifs. All right? You do it, and you do it the right way. Lord willing, this is edifying unto the elect. Call hello, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Shalom.